Hello and welcome to Conspiracy Boulder.
You're not a boulder, you're a rock!
Welcome to Conspiracy Boulder News. Today we look at more of what the old-fashioned media likely skipped over. Major stories. Life-changing events. While the old-fashioned media, instead, tries to focus you on complete nonsense, Conspiracy Boulder News reports the facts you should be paying attention to. The military is arming itself. Inside the United States. Ask yourself, what are they preparing themselves for? The recent tragic Tennessee shooting of 5 soldiers has moved the new agenda one critical step closer. And the old-fashioned media slept. Did you know that on July 30th, the Pentagon issued a 2-page memo outlining U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter's decision to allow more U.S. troops to carry their weapons and be armed within the United States? Before this decision, U.S. troops in the United States had no more right to carry around loaded weapons than did their fellow citizens. Well, the tables have turned. While more and more municipalities attempt to disarm citizens, the Defense Secretary is moving towards a far more effective, armed to the teeth, military strength within these United States, citing, quote, the threat and the immediate need to protect Department of Defense assets. End quote. While the average American seems only to know the pathetically irrelevant sound bites fed to them by the old-fashioned media, fewer still are familiar with the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878. Posse Comitatus is Latin for power of the community. Basically, it allows sheriffs and other members of domestic law enforcement to deputize civilians, often on the spot, to help them enforce laws. This act forbids, I repeat, this act forbids the federal government to use military personnel as domestic law enforcement personnel. Quote, whoever, except in cases and under circumstances expressly authorized by the Constitution or Act of Congress, willfully uses any part of the Army or the Air Force as a posse comitatus or otherwise to execute the laws, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 2 years, or both. End quote. Get the jails ready. Think about it. And now the Defense Secretary decides to allow more troops to be armed within the United States. Add that to the reported shortages of ammo available for sale to average U.S. citizens. Add that to the Forbes story that Homeland Security was purchasing 1.6 billion rounds of ammo a few years ago and then another 62 million rounds this year. Add that to Jade Helm exercises. Think about it. We already have highly trained, armed, militarized, police departments, state troopers, sheriffs, and many other law enforcement officers running around all over these United States. Do we really want, or need, to add heavily armed soldiers running around the United States as well? Why? Think about it. Here is the bottom line. While we don't like the increasing police presence, at least domestic police officers live in the community or nearby, and have more of a vested interest in the quality of life. Soldiers can be from just about anywhere, often with no ties to the local community. But here is the real problem. Police officers attend a police academy, or the like, where they are taught to defuse situations, save people, escalate force, and are often issued a variety of non-lethal weapons such as tasers, nightsticks, tear gas, and pepper spray. Police recruits are taught to use deadly physical force only as a last resort. On the other hand, the military is taught to kill. Military recruits resolve conflicts in one way. They kill. Kill the enemy. No taser, no spraying, no tear gas, no water cannons, no swinging sticks. Kill. So, viewers, would you rather have armed police officers, or armed soldiers, walking around your town? Think about it. Conspiracy Boulder News will return after this break.